Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another day of Astro Gravitational Report. Hopefully, finding in a good mood and a good situations. You may reading the title of the video for tomorrow's energy, and you're like, "What is it? You is going to talk about it?" There's going to be some lots of things. Hopefully, the things going to help you, some of you. So hopefully you pay attention to it. And with that being said, I want to say thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for the clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the new subscribers. With this point, what are we expecting it today? Well, if you watched the report from yesterday, you know how is it finished at 7 o'clock. The moon is going to coming out with Lilith, and it's going to be squaring the knots. And with this squaring the knots in there, it always has one thing: skipping step, or trying to skip things, or things that you are afraid to face. Okay, let's put it that way. But this is kind of like also in the form of karma. Now, what is it that happened? That is happening because the moon right now, it's with the dark moon Lilith, and 10, that energy of the dark moon Lilith, we're going to see that the moon is going to be progressing forward, and in the late afternoon she's going to be start squaring the knots. Before that, though, the moon is going to be sextiling, very beautiful. She's going to be sextiling Pluto, and here it's how after defining the truth within you, which is the moon meet the true Lilith, right? Then she moved into the min Lilith that it's at Sag. What is that energy at Sag? Okay, let's stop here for a second to talk about a little bit. Sag is about communications with others, things with others. And here we're going to see some that dark moon Lilith together with the moon right now. It is about promises that leads to what? A karmic lessons, right? Because the moon is ruling the karmic knots. So now with that energies that is going to be in there, while a lot of people have a lot of karma, what is the things that catching up? Should I go forward? Should I go back? And all these emotions is going to beginning at that energy that's coming in. Is like, okay, things needs to be changed. Things needs to be evolved. And here it's when the moon, it's sextiling Pluto, that it's an Aquarius, is like, have to evolve, have to move out of this. So with that energy that is going to be at 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be seeing it loud and clear, going to feel it within. Of course, the inner work is going to be at Scorpio. It's in the shadow. What are we doing with this Scorpio's energies, right? A lot of this is going to be kind of like, with all the turmoils that right now we have with this absolutely negative energies. We are talking about Jupiter and Chiron. They don't have positive energy, and they kind of like boil us up towards this beautiful union of the energy. But thinking about it, it's like in order to get to the paradise, you have to go through the hell, right? So this is how it look like astrology-wise for those who wants to see it, and those who want to look at it. Here is the Jupiter. There is no positive aspect. Here is a Chiron, not a positive aspect. And here, what is going on? We are talking about 7 o'clock in the morning, the boiling points, right? It's kind of like this energy is boiling us up. We're going to see that energy at 8 o'clock even more stronger as we see this intensity, because right now we have the inner work there with the truth. In about like 30 minutes, we're going to have that energies coming up right in here towards the moonness. And with that energy that is beginning to square the knot, we're going to start seeing it. What are we going to face it? Well, what is it about? Because the moon is in Sag, is about what are you saying? Can you walk the talk? And with that, the moon is can go. It's going to happen. You believe in words, right? And so on and so on. But the things is not going. The things is not moving. And now the moon moving out from the past, going towards the north node. We're going to see that the moon is going to have some very hard challenges, because at some point today, she's not going to have a positive aspect. And now with all this other non-positive aspects, be mindful of your thoughts, okay? Because you are going through the torn road, okay? You're going through the torn road. All right, 10 o'clock, that energy is going to be coming in because the North Node is going to coming out in the event horizon. Is the future is going to be start calling. It's like, okay, what are you doing with this? This is a like, you need to stop getting within your own way. Stop being in your own way. Particularly when it comes in with communications with others. And why do we have so much karma into the world? Because a lot of people, they did things during the temporary emotions, right? This is like, okay, we'll do it in this and that and so on, contracts and promises, false promises, and so on and so on. And we're going to see some things that is going to be coming from personal triggers all the way up to international triggers, because guess what? Sagittarius, it is the collective energies, right? That something is like, okay, well, I have a promise, but I can break the promise. Typical such situations, right? Duality is in there. Well, the karma is right there to kind of like remind you about this, since the moon together with Saturn is controlling the past and the future, and Saturn is like, So we're going to see some of this energy because the inner work at 10 o'clock is going to be a squaring Saturn and Neptune. It's like, be mindful. Okay, 11 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Capricorn. Is going to say, it doesn't matter what, okay? This inner work that is going to be at Capricorn is going to be, what? Sextiling the North Node. Is going to be like, you have to go through this. You start it, you have to go through this. You start something, you need to finish it, right? And with these energies right now, that particularly the moon, all the true Lilith, the mean Lilith, and the moon, they are trining Saturn and Neptune. We're going to see it's like, you have to finish it with this, okay? You gotta be over. Some people are going to be misrepresented at this, like, okay, I need to over the communications, I need to over, particularly we are talking about this Capricorn's energy of relationships, I not grow, I not mature, I have not healed, and so on and so on. So all this kind of like a crazy thoughts and that kind of like of energy is going to be boiling up at 12 o'clock. Why? Because the inner work is going to be with Mars. The impatience is going to be running off all over the place. The moon, it's kind of like, well, I'm coming from the past, but I don't see a positive future, because right now the moon is like, the things has to be changed, but I don't know what to change or where to change. With this, Mars, it's opposing Jupiter and squaring Chiron together with the Sun and Venus right now. They're traveling in pack, and since the Mercury is also there, we'll see lots of this energy. But we have to look at it that this energy, it is about changes, because the universe, Uranus, is going to be coming up from Taurus, and it's going to be like, everything that you're going through, it has to be a totally different way. You need to find different positions. You need to find different situations in there. You have to learn how to cooperate. You need to understand karma. You need to understand visions, not illusions. You need to understand that the things has to be changed. Pluto. All those, they are working together. And how do we know that they are working together, and how to following the right energies, guys? Well, here is, we have all those guys here. We're talking about intuition, shadow, and the truth within the shadow. It's cooperating with Pluto. That energy itself, it's cooperating with Saturn and Neptune, and that energy is cooperating with the visions that are coming with Uranus as to us, right? And that energy, it is coming, and it says, here, you're going to have your battle, all right? So what it's going to win? Your maturity, your growth, your proper communication, your proper actions, your proper will, your proper understanding about love and values. Or you are just going to be going through these intense energies, and you're going to sabotage all this, that it's good. So the inner fight's energy is going to be too big. For some of the people who has not been before, this is going to be like, I'm out. I'm bolting out, I'm done. That's what is going to happen. But for some of the people, they're gonna be like, I've been there, then been there, done that. I'm gonna be over there and do the things they need to do. Capricorn energies, particularly Capricorns, you go ahead and tell a Capricorn they cannot do something. Oh, they're gonna be going up and down through the universe, and they're gonna prove you wrong. And that's what the power of the Capricorn is. That's what this new moon is going to be. But during the new moon, we are going to have one thing that it's going to lead. Okay, that is going to be a Venus crossing it to Aquarius to meet Pluto. Love and values has to have a new meanings for you. All right. With that being said, later on at 1 o'clock, we're going to be see that the energies of Pluto, because the inner work is going to be with Pluto. A lot of this energy is going to be start feeling, because this pack that it come and travels together, it's going to go through Pluto. But they are waiting on what? And the emotions. They're waiting into the moon. So with these energies, that sextile that it's going to be with the moon, very beautiful. That is the moment of realizations of you understanding the need for transformations. Okay? That's where it comes from. All right? And now you're like, okay, well, the moon is at 6 degrees, is not really squaring the knots yet in there, but the warning, it's there. So the knots are at 11 degrees, okay? So we're going to see that over the time, this energy is going to beginning to ball up more and more. In the next hour, the transformations is going to be coming in and says, like, you know what, that has to be done. It has to be in a proper way. The ascendant that is going to be a Gemini, is going to be a divine energies with the sun, is like, okay, here it is. You need to communicate something different to your own self. Okay? And here, how through all this energy, all these battles that it comes in from the noon's energy, right now it's going to be coming to you, because you're going to say, like, wait a minute. What I'm doing, is it properly? Is the long term is going to be okay? Or I'm just acting on the base of my, what? Temporary emotions. Because people on the base of temporary emotions, they do something. And then, without do something, they're creating what? Karma. And that's why we have so much karma, so much things that we need to do. All right. Well, talking about the karma is going to be reminded itself. This is going to be happening at 3 o'clock in there. The inner work is going to be connecting with the North Node, squaring the moon, and trining the ascendant at Cancer. Family values, right? Can you treat everyone as a family? I doubt that, right? But within you, if you take a look at it, we are all one family living on this earth, on the rock, right? With some of the family members, you can, get along. With others, you don't, right? But if you look at it from soul perspective, we all have a souls. So you can respect everybody as a soul, but your other energies, they're going to be telling you what to do. All right, well, Saturn is going to be in the next hour. This is going to be the karmic lessons that's coming in at 4 o'clock. Very positive, very beautiful energy, because he's going to come in as like, let me just help you out. Let me just square the things up. Let me put this in a perspective. But at the same time, the ascendant is going to be with Jupiter. How that looks like astrologically wise? Well, here how's it look like? Okay, very straightforward. Well, here it's the ascendant with Jupiter, and that energy is going to be like about relationships, right? So if you look at your relationships, what do you do within the relationships? Unhealed wounds, lack of growth. And here is, and it's like, you know what, I'm just going to bolt out. Now, Saturn says like, well, take a look. It is a lessons for you. That energy is about your ways of understanding the new ways into the material world. And that energy, it is coming to rule over. And we're going to help you to resolve the situations with Jupiter. By you grow. By you finally do your karma, because Saturn is your karmic ruler. And now with that energies right here, we're going to see some very, very pressurized but that pressure is going to be come out, and it's going to be just like psh. But there's going to be some fire in the next hour, because at 5 o'clock we're going to see the inner work. It's going to move into Aries, and the ascendant is going to be moving to air. It's going to be moving to. So with that energies and trining towards the moon, it's going to be giving you the fire of you to be able to hold your emotions. Because you're understanding, when you blowing things up, you do things from all this energies out of it, from these temporary emotions, right? Particularly if you are Aries or Leo, when things doesn't go your way, what do? Blow up, and then you feel sorry about it. The hardest things for Leo is to apologize. Okay? Aries never pretty much apologize. They're like, oh, well, no. Yeah. Okay? Leo doesn't even want to talk about it. They're the biggest runners of apologizing in there. So, hi, Lisa. Thank you for coming in. All right. So, what do? Well, we have to solve these situations, right? So, the next hour, thanks to the previous hour, we are learning things of maturity, of the growth. That's going to be the inner work with Chiron in there. Of course, the pressure is going to be a little bit low. The pressure is going to be coming in. But right now, the moon, it is beginning to what? Is beginning to look at it. It's like, oh my God, I have to stop repeating my mistakes in the past. Where I'm going to be honoring my own words to me, right? Sagittarius, communications. Thinks about honoring things with others, it becomes from where? Communication from within. Now, since the moon is in since the moon is in Sag in there, that's going to be at the 5th house, childhood, right? What are you looking to? Childhood areas. That's the beginning. Who is there? Chiron, your inner child. Have you been grown for this, to do the work that you need to do? A lot of the people figure out, well, I'm not meant to do certain things, and I'm meant to do that, and not getting in there. Well, if you cannot, there is 2 things you can do. You can learn, but don't suppress others who can want to do it, right? That is one of the things that has to be learned right now, and that energy is going to be learned because we are going to see that ascendant, that it's going to be at Leo, which is what? I am creating, right? Can be a good leader if you cannot be a good follower. And that energy of Leo is going to be some very divine guidance. Okay? That's what we are talking about. This is going to be the 7 p.m. energy, as we see in it. These beautiful green lights right in here from Capricorn to Leo, and from Leo where? To Saturn, right? You are resolving those karmic situations from within yourself. All right? Now, as we are going to be going on in there, the energy at 8 o'clock is going to beginning to be about the Earth. The ascendant is going into Virgo, very close to the South Node. And here it's how the past is going to comes in like like a big giant hammer over you. It's just like pounding and pounding and pounding in there, because that energy is connecting through the true Lilith, the mean Lilith, and the moon at the same time. And then you're going to feel like, oh my goodness, what is it going on? Now, in the top of everything, okay, we're going to see some these energies that are going to be from all the personal planets coming together, right? So there is kind of like a soul, not so much you can hold on into it. Is basically like, okay, let me feel these lower energies. And the lower energies, when it comes in, they're going to be giving you with purpose to rise up, go above, okay? Hi, Lisa. Happy birthday to you. And we're going to see some in the next hour that this energy is going to start boiling that up. A lot of dualities, a lot of energies is going to be start acting on upon it. The ascendant is going to be just passing over the South Node, And these energies of the moon right now, they are very, very strong. And now, with that energies right here, we're going to see this conflict between all the dualities. Okay, the dualities of okay, what did I did, what did I didn't, what has happened, what did I communicate, how did I process, what is that going to be having an effect on my spirituality at the end, and what is it happening with me communicating with others. Okay, so all these energies right here, there's going to be some huge triggers, and those triggers, again, this boiling point that it's coming right here is going to be so much boiled, right? And it is about that you to withstand on that energy. All right, don't forget about it. After every storm, guess what? There is a cleaning, there is a things, there is rainbows, right? And we're going to see it, this new beginning. We're going to get the glimpses of the new beginning. The glimpses of the new beginning is going to be coming at 10 o'clock. It's going to be like, don't lose faith. Okay? How do we know about this? It's going to be that energy of you talking properly to your own self. Here is the midheaven that it's in a Gemini. It really comes down here. And here it's that boiling part of authority, communications, actions, and what do you love? What do you value? Where is the values are? And we start seeing it that the moon has no positive aspects, right? This is the North Node. Now you have beginning to have the lower emotions within yourself, which is later on, even an hour later, that energy begins to be very much active. Why? Because in the next hour, the moon is going to be at 11 degrees, 36 minutes, while the knots are at 11 degrees, 26 minutes. They are retrograde. Okay? So without the motions of the retrogrades, it's like, okay, let me go remind you about this. Let me go get you about this. And now this energies of what did you do, communicate, and how you did that, and so on, is going to come in so strong because these emotions doesn't have a aspect. You're not happy with the past, you're not happy with the future. And here is you have to do and communicate with others. Silent treatments from other people, maybe a lot of things that's going to be coming in towards you that it's going to really trigger everything up within the emotions. And that's what the astrogravitational report is for you today. Hopefully, this report helps you out in life and everything that it's coming up into. And with that being said, I'm going to be giving you what we're going to be facing. All right, January 15th, right? So we are going to be facing something at 7 o'clock in the morning, which is going to be similar to what we left the energy just before midnight. So, what it's cooking, 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, this is going to be that the moon is going to be at the 15 degrees. She's going to be moving out from the past, going towards to the future. And she understands she needs to what? Carrying the wounds of the inner child. Usually that is that beautiful trine between Sagittarius and Chiron. Usually that is the time when the society, other people that comes in, they give you proper emotions. But that is in a personal level, that is at how you reach out to your inner child and you heal it, you hug it. The love that you wanted to receive from others, the promises that had to be done from the others, or things that had to be with others in there, but it wasn't fulfilled. You have to put that in perspective and fulfill it, not for others, for yourself. And that's how he healed the inner child. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you for coming in, and come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. Much love, guys, and good luck to all of us.